Hi, I'm Dory.
And I'm Dee, and we are the Design Dreamers. Welcome back.
Big on the dreaming, right?
Big on the dreaming, that's right. And today we're going to try to do this again with my son here. So you're going to see little bits of him in and out, maybe hearing some of him through the video. So just to make you aware.
Yes. Yes, we're still doing our social distancing. So
yeah, we are.
Yeah. So today we're going to show you some of the, we have our saying. Oh my goodness,
yes, we do.
What do you got? Happy wounds from within. Oh, I like that.
Yes. And so, what it means to me is that we're responsible for our own happiness. It doesn't depend on others. That comes from within ourselves. So,
yep.
Yeah.
You need to be happy with yourself. So do something to make yourself happy today. Sewing makes you happy.
Sewing does make you happy. Yes.
It's an accomplishment when you finish something. It's like,
oh, it is.
Yeah.
Especially if it's well and it looks good, you're like, yes. And sometimes even if it doesn't fit well, you're like, I finally got it done. Yay.
Yes. Shall we start with my challenging?
Oh, sure. Go ahead. What pattern did you use?
Okay, so I was making this. It's Simplicity 8874. This dress, what was this dress here? And this is my second try because I was going to make it one other time and I found out I didn't have enough fabric. Oh. So this time I had enough fabric, but I didn't pay attention to what kind of fabric I needed. So I have this cotton. And this cotton, if you remember, was from a stash from my mom. And so if you look carefully on the back of the pattern, what does it say?
Oh, stretch knits only.
Only, but I'd already cut it out with this cotton.
Uh-oh. How'd that go?
Obviously, I was hoping it would just work. But no, it didn't. So this is the top half, which does look like the dress part. That looks fine. Mm-hmm. But then to get it on, I had to make some other adjustments. So now instead of a dress, I have a skirt and top. Okay.
Oh, so you made it two pieces because you couldn't get the. Oh, how cute!
So this is the top, and it would have been too short if I just used the bodice part. So I took some fabric. Actually, it was the whole width of the fabric. The whole width, is that the right word? Yeah, the whole width of the fabric. And I doubled it.
You made a peplum, huh?
Yes. And what I did do was I put elastic in here instead of gathering.
Oh.
I put elastic in there. I made elastic casing and put an elastic. And then I sewed it so that it looks gathered. So that's the top. And then the bottom part that I had already cut out, it was too small. I couldn't get it on. I liked it because it has the pockets.
Oh yes, very nice.
So I couldn't change the sides without messing up the whhole pocket thing that I had already put in.
Yeah.
So what I added was, see if we can see it.
Need to come down just a little bit.
I'm trying to find it. Trying to find my.
There it is. We can see it.
The band?
Yeah, but you need to come down.
This yoga band.
There you go. That's good.
I added this yoga band out of a knit fabric. And then, I don't know where's my little V. You can't even see my little V.
I
added a little V somewhere. I don't see it. Well, I had to put a little V so I could get it on. I put it in the back, right in the back center and in the front center, see.
Very
so
creative.
Mess up the pockets.
Very creative of you to say that. Wonderful. And do you like it?
I do like it. I'm kind of wondering, and you guys can tell me in the comments if you think I should. I think it would be kind of cool to have like a turban to wear with it.
Oh yeah, I think that's a good idea to make some kind of
really cute to make a turban. To wear with it.
Oh, you need to back up.
That was my thoughts. Okay. So in reality, I haven't really made this dress yet. After my second attempt. Oh my goodness. So someday I will make the dress. My fabric. But then, so that's the tip. Make sure you read what kind of fabric you need before you cut it out. I don't know why I should have known that.
That maybe it would have fit you better if maybe it wouldn't have mattered so much if it was a stretch knit, if it was more like just a A-line or a sheath or something like that. But it had that empire detail or waistline detail.
Yeah, this here. And see, that's why you can see why I had to add a peplum to it.
Yeah.
Because, that was
pretty short.
Pretty short. Yeah. Yes. But I do like this, and I will wear it for sure. Yeah.
Good. Yay.
It's very comfortable. Yes.
Good. And it's a lightweight cotton, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the fruit. They're the vegetables.
Vegetables. It's the vegetables.
Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. So this is my white top that I have had cut out forever, and you've seen, I think, through 2 or 3 other past videos. I finally have it made. It was an easy make. It's out of New Look 6225.
Oh, mm-hmm.
And the sleeves I made into bell sleeves, as you can see. So I just took those sleeves, same sleeves. They wanted you to put elastic in it to gather it around to make them 3/4. I don't know what that type of sleeve is called. But anyway, I just left the elastic out and hemmed it. That's all I did. That's the only difference I did with it.
Nice.
One thing I did not know, and it's fine. This is fine. I did not pay close enough attention to the pattern to notice that there's 2 different necklines on this pattern. At first glance, you're like, oh, these necklines are the same. Well, one comes up higher than this one. One comes up here, and then one comes down here. I actually, for a summer top, this is going to be great. And in the winter, I can put a scarf around it. But I would have much preferred, and next time I make it, which I will, because this fits me perfectly.
Look at the length.
And the length is good. With the hips, and of course I made it come out, to the next size larger for my hips, but it's a perfect length. Where am I going with that? I will make the higher neck top. Now I did change the apex, the dart. I put the tissue on, put a mark on the tissue pattern where my apex was. Then I just measured from where the dart started on the side seam and made my new seam measurements over to that. That worked out fine, except for when you go to fold it up and make the dart, it just kind of seemed a little funny because of the way the fabric on the side seam was. But I just sewed it up anyway, and it worked out fine.
Yeah.
It just didn't seem as smooth as it would have if I would have done the adjustment the way you did on one of your other
that was so smooth the way I did it. In fact, next time I do one, I will film it so that I can show you guys out there how I did it, because I really, really liked it. Yeah.
And it does make a huge difference in the way the clothing fits. Mm-hmm. I actually, in one of the clothing magazines, seen a model, and the darts were like way up here, and I'm like, that's terrible. That just doesn't, the clothing doesn't fit right then, and a lot of people aren't made that way. So
right. And it doesn't look good.
Yeah. So and it doesn't look good. I'm very happy with this. This was a woven. This has a little bit of a stretch in it, not much, but just enough. That's wonderful. I love this top. I'll be wearing this a lot. So
now your neckline, mine, I put bias. I did a bias neckline. What did you do for yours? Is that looks like it's the fabric itself?
It is, and it's like the bias, but where you turn it under. And you turn it under totally, and then you sew. It's all turned under here. To the inside, and then you just top stitch all the way around. On the outside. That's what I did. And you can see I stretched it a little bit. If you're real particular, I got a few puckers there, but it works for me. Except for you can see my bony collarbones.
See, with this neckline, I think this is one of the best ones I've done so far.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because mine has a top stitch too. You can't hardly see it because it just blends right in with
Right.
the fabric, but
It takes a minute to learn how to do those, but once you get it down, it's a nice finish. And then you don't have that interfacing that flops out and trying to figure out what to do with that. And yeah. So that's my white top. It's my new look.
I like it. All right, and then I'll go change to my next one. Okay, so here I am with my second make. I made this top out of McCalls 9399.
Okay.
I made a view C down here. McCalls 9399. You can see I got it at a thrift shop for $1.09.
Okay. And if I right, you had the put the pattern back up. The pattern, the neckline is like the large picture, right?
It is, yes. Which you should be able to see it on. I made this one here, which has that neckline.
Oh, okay. I can't
see. Yeah. So it's this neckline with no sleeves.
Okay.
Yeah. And the fabric I had gotten when I had went to Fabric Mart, and they had the 99-cent yard sale, and we actually went to their store. So I love the feel of the fabric. Love the feel of it. I think my sewing machine was not really happy with it. I probably should have went to a different sewing machine. I have more than one, because I had some issues with it, and especially with the interfacing that I had to put in here.
Oh.
It's had a really hard time with the interfacing. And
go ahead.
And even the armholes, I kind of have a little, I don't know. The machine just was not happy with this fabric. So I had either a setting wrong or something wrong. It's comfortable, and I'm definitely going to wear it this summer. But I really...
It's cute. It looks cute.
Yeah. And the fabric kept rolling on me. Like when I was...
Yeah, it actually looks like that left seam there, not that one, the other side. It actually looks like that's gathered a little bit there. It looks nice, though. I mean, it looks nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, it kind of has a little bit of, because it's a stretch fabric.
Yes, yeah. So it looks appropriate. It's good.
Thank you. And then, so I had, this is, okay, so the last outfit you saw me in that vegetable fabric, I had so much of the fabric, I was gonna make the dress out of it. And I already had this skirt made, or I wouldn't have made another skirt.
Oh, okay.
But so I have this, I'm gonna show you the pattern first. I use pattern 110A.
Oh, yeah.
Simplicity. There, can you see it?
Oh, this has got tons of fabric, right?
Tons of fabric. So the fabric, I think, was a little too thick for it. It's a cotton fabric, but I think it would look nicer with a lighter fabric. And you better love your fabric, because there is tons and tons and tons.
Isn't that like almost 5 yards or 5-something yards?
Yeah, yes, it was 5 yards, 4 3/4. So yeah, and you sew and you sew and you sew. I went through 2 bobbins just making the skirt. Yeah, so So I will show you the skirt.
Oh, it's really pretty though. Lots of fullness in it. Lots of fabric. Yes, it's very pretty though.
Lots of fabric. Yeah.
Now,
very skirt.
Very cute. Now, I think you told me that you had some difficulty with the tiers and matching them up, and how they wanted you to match them up.
Yes, in fact, I took a little note, because I found that instead of doing their way of matching the tiers, it was easier for me to take your fabric, fold it in half, mark where your halfway is, then mark it halfway this way.
So you had
quarters, and then match those quarters up. Way easier to
than how they want it.
Because there's a lot of gathers in it. I don't know if you realize.
Oh, yeah.
There's gathering.
Yeah.
And you've got a lot of fabric that you're gathering. So, but I don't know. I really like it, and I will definitely be wearing it this summer.
It's cute. I think it's
cute.
Yeah, that looks fun. That to me is That
And
was
this, and this, see, now I got interchangeable tops because the top from the dress I can wear with this skirt if I want. And this
yeah.
top I can wear with that skirt if I want. So
Look at that.
interchangeable.
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah.
Let's see your make.
Well, my make, okay. This is a new look pattern, 6476. I find these new look patterns are very easy to use.
Yeah.
How's that showing up, okay?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, look 6476. Super easy topper, cardigan, whatever term you would like to use.
Mm-hmm.
And I also wanted something that didn't have a lot of detail on it and a lot of what I call fussy sewing on it, no darts, just basically the pattern pieces on it, because I had never worked with this type of fabric before. And what this is my fabric bundle fabric.
Yes.
You
Yes.
may recall. And this is, can you see that pretty good? Netting.
The ribbing.
Tulle
Oh, netting
with-
ribbing. Yes.
netting or tulle, however, I'm not sure which is the correct term for this. And then it has these ribbons that are sewn on it to make the design on the fabric. I had never sewn with this type before, and I was a little fearful, but I'm very happy with the way this turned out. This is the top part of it. Let me stand up on this and you can see how long it is. It's just
nice.
below the hips.
Oh, I like that length. Yeah.
A very dressy, and I think I'm going to keep it. So
Hey, you're going to give it to your sister.
I thought I was going to give it to my sister too. A few things about, but I'm keeping it because I really, really like it. And that's one of the things I liked about getting the fabric mystery bundle, is it's pushing me into sewing on different fabrics that I would not normally do.
Exactly.
So
yeah,
it
you would never pick out that fabric. And
Oh,
it looks great. It looks great and it's fun and it yeah.
Yeah. So a few things I did look up on how to make, how to sew with this. You don't sew a straight stitch on this. You want to sew a very small, with a nice length, but not a tight length, zigzag. Because if you just sew it like a straight stitch, it can cut into the netting and cut the netting through.
Wow, who would have thought?
Yeah, who would have thought that? And one thing I did do that the pattern, what did the pattern want me to do with this on the front? It wanted me to put did it want me to do a facing in there?
An interfacing? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somehow it wanted me to do that. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that because that would not look nice on this. So I just turned it under.
It looks nice that way.
And that's what I did. And actually, you can iron this. I used a pressing cloth with it. So the seams on the bottom, and all of my seams are just done with a serger. I did the serger to do the edges on this, on the turning up the hem, and then I sewed it. I don't know if you can even see how I stitched it with the stitching. Yeah.
Great.
And so then this, I just turned it under twice. So it would have a nice finished off edge and it wouldn't have that, seeing the serger stitching.
Right.
So, but I'm very happy. I'm very happy with this. So I will probably use that pattern again. And just very happy. It's very dressy for me.
Yes.
It looks dressy.
Yes.
And I like it.
Yeah,
so.
and I think that would be fun with a cute top and jeans even. I know. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to expand that way. Oh, and one other thing when I was stitching this, when you're stitching on the serger, I didn't have a problem. But when I was stitching like the hems on the sewing machine with the small zigzag, the sewing machine would hit the ribbon and jerk. The needle would jerk it out because it was an entirely different texture, and that ribbon is pretty tough. So you really needed to make sure that you had good control of your fabric and kind of help guide it through so that when you were coming to that ribbon, it wouldn't jerk and you would be way off and have to come back in. So
good tip. Yeah.
But that's a good tip. And I did do some research. Whenever you have fabric that you're not quite sure, you've not sewn before, I I found it's very helpful to do some research, YouTube or just on the web somewhere, you know, how do you sew on this fabric? What do you do? And don't just look at one site, look at several sites to get some ideas. And then always, always, always use your leftover fabric as a test.
Yes, exactly. Yes, yeah.
So
very good. I like it. It looks great. Yeah. All right. So how much do you think that ended up costing you making then? Because you got that in your bundle. Didn't we figure it was about $2 a yard?
Yeah, about $2 a yard. And for this length, it was the short length, and it used what I had. I had to get creative on how to lay it out on the fabric too. But this was look A, and it was 3 yards, so probably $6.
Wow.
And then you know, then the cost of the pattern I had, because I had purchased a while ago. So
yeah. Very good. Very good.
Yeah,
all right.
so.
I'm going to show you my next make. Hang on.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so this is my final make. This is Simplicity 7092. I made view A. No. Yeah. No, yes. View A with the pockets. See the pockets down here?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And you can see I paid 50 cents for this pattern at a thrift store. And I used my fabric that I had gotten in my Fabric Mart bundle. Yes. So I'm extremely happy with the way they turned out. Yeah, I really like them. I'll show you, and then I'll talk about some of the things that they're very, very easy to make. I will make these in a heartbeat again. This is.
Oh, how cute. Those are adorable. Of course, I love striped pants.
Yes. And it has the cute pocket here with Velcro closing.
So did you match those stripes? It looks like they're matched well.
Thank you. Because they're a wide stripe, they're easier to match.
Yes.
And so the Velcro, one thing I need to mention about the Velcro is I didn't realize, of course, most people probably already know this, but not me. Velcro is not always, you can't use the same Velcro necessarily on clothes that you can for crafting. So I had all this Velcro at home that said, not for fabric.
Oh.
But I finally found one. I found 2 little pieces that I needed for this to Velcro these. But that's just a good thing to know when you get Velcro make sure it says Velcro for fabric. So the other thing I wanted to show was in these ties have elastic attached to them.
Oh, nice! Oh my gosh.
Isn't that cute?
That is cute. What did you do? How did you do that?
So So you make these ties, and then you take your elastic, you measure yourself around your waist and cut it in half. So it's half of what you would normally have.
Okay.
And then you tie your ties to it. So half of this is ties in here, and the other half is elastic, and it gives it the gathering that you need.
Do you mean you sew the ties to the elastic?
You sew the ties to the elastic.
Okay.
And then you thread it through your little casing.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like that idea better than just having slacks that are elastic all the way through.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, aren't these cute?
I suppose if I would have thought long enough, I could have figured that out. That is great. That's a great tip.
Whoops.
That's something you could modify any elastic slacks or even skirt if you wanted to skirt.
Yeah, I loved that. Yeah. I was just thinking it's a drawstring or it's just elastic, and then you just pin a little thing on the front to make it look like, but no, it's attached to it.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I really like that. Yeah. So I think the cost of these pants were $4.
Great.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. So that's the end of our makes. So
no, you forgot.
I forgot. Oh, I did forget.
You did forget.
My makes. However, my sister has one more.
Yeah, I you may remember several videos ago, it's going to be probably a good month now, that I had made pajama top out of this oriental fabric, and I made tan pants to go with it. But the pajama top is a longer sleeve and V-neck, which was wonderful, but we're in summer and it's hot. And I didn't have enough fabric left over to make bottoms, and I made the tan bottoms out of the fabric that my sister gave me, which was really sweet. So I wanted to make a cami. I don't have a pattern for a cami. So what I did was I laid a cami that I wear, but this is made out of stretchy fabric. I love this cami, fits me well. But this is not stretch. This is cotton. So I'm like, I knew I need to make it bigger, so I laid it out and with the fabric I had, which I didn't have a whole lot because you'll see what happened. Well, it was just way too small. So I left the front the way it was, and the back I took and made, I had some red chiffon left over from the project, and I put those on the sides. Actually, I had originally cut the back out of the chiffon. The whole back was a chiffon, way too tight. So I cut the chiffon in the back in half, measured out 6-inch piece of what I had left, which was getting pretty short here with my cotton fabric, inserted that in the middle, and just made myself some ties for the straps.
So cute.
And these, because you have such a wide area to put this on and off, these can be fixed. You know, you can just stick them fixed. You can make them fixed so you don't have to tie them and untie them.
Yeah.
And it won't come apart on you when you're sleeping. So anyway, this is my summer top for those pajamas.
It's really cute, and I like that you used your imagination to make it work.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I have to be more aware of saying thank you. I really appreciate that. So yeah, and I just really wanted a summer top for when it's like 90 degrees out, or getting close to 100 or whatever. So there you go. I'm pretty proud of that. Just coming up with my own thought process with that. So
yes, that looks great.
Yeah, thank you very much. So those are all of our makes.
Now we have finished all of our makes.
Yes.
Yes. So can we see our saying, our positive saying again? Happiness blooms from within.
Yes, happiness blooms from within. It comes from within you. Your happiness does not depend on anybody else. It depends on you.
And you know, even with the different circumstances and turmoils in the world today, you can still be happy because it comes from within, not from the things that are happening around you.
Yeah.
So keep a smile, keep happy.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, and be sure and hit the like button, subscribe button, put any comments in that you want. Let me know if I should make a turban for my.
Oh yeah, I vote for some type of turban or some type of headscarf for her to wear with it. I think it's cool.
So yeah, we love hearing from you guys, and thank you so much for watching us. Any concluding comments? Are we done?
Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.
Be happy. Bye.